So what? Although answering the who cares question is crucial in many cases, it is not enough, especially if you are writing for general readers who don't necessarily have a strong investment in the particular class of use you are setting up. In the case of Grady's argument about fat cells, such readers may still wonder why it matters that some researchers think fat cells are active, while others think they're inert. Or, to move to a different field of study, American literature. So what if some scholars disagree about Huck Finn's relationship with the runaway slave Jim in Mark Twain's Adventures of Huckleberry Finn? Why should anybody besides a few specialists in the field care about such disputes? What, if anything, hinges on them? The best way to answer such questions about the larger consequences of your claims is to appeal to something that your audience already figures to care about. Whereas the who cares question asks you to identify an interested person or group. The so what question asks you to link your argument to some larger matter that readers already deem important. Thus, in analyzing Huckleberry Finn, a writer could argue that seemingly narrow disputes about the hero's relationship with Jim actually shed light on whether Twain's canonical, widely read novel is a critique of racism in America or is itself marred by it. Let's see how Grady invokes such broad, general concerns in her article on fat cells. Her first move is to link researchers' interest in fat cells to a general concern with obesity and health. Researchers trying to decipher the biology of fat cells hope to find new ways to help people get rid of excess fat or at least prevent obesity from destroying their health. In an increasingly obese world, their efforts have taken on added importance. Further showing why readers should care, Grady's next move is to demonstrate the even broader relevance and urgency of her subject matter. Internationally, more than 1 billion people are overweight. Obesity and 2 illnesses linked to it: heart disease and high blood pressure, on the World Health Organization's list of the top 10 global health risks. In the United States, 65% of adults weigh too much, compared with 56% a decade ago, and government researchers blame obesity for at least 300,000 deaths a year. What Grady implicitly says here is, look, dear reader, you may think that these questions about the nature of fat cells I've been pursuing have little to do with everyday life. In fact, however, these questions are extremely important, particularly in our increasingly obese world in which we need to prevent obesity from destroying our health. Notice that Grady's phrase, in an increasingly blank world, can be adapted as a strategic move to address the so what question in other fields as well. For example, a sociologist analyzing back to nature movements of the past 30 years might make the following statement. In a world increasingly dominated by cell phones and sophisticated computer technologies, these attempts to return to nature appear futile. This type of move can be readily applied to other disciplines because no matter how much disciplines may differ from one another, the need to justify the importance of one's concern is common to them all.